Alright, welcome. My name is Ben, and I'm doing a small tutorial here on how to pick, what to pick, and when to pick it. I play in the 5K bracket, and I notice on my way up from 3.5 calibrating to 5K that people are still kind of confused on what to pick and when to pick them. So I'm going to give you kind of a little breakdown on kind of what heroes to pick, how to pick smartly, and my kind of take on rising in MMR and how to go from there. Let's see here. So the goals of this kind of little educational video is to analyze the drafts from picks 1 through 5, increase your chances of winning through the draft and through the picks, and raising your MMR eventually through picking heroes that you know how to play and heroes that have a slight advantage through the draft. So you want to capitalize on the small advantages. I usually start off the game by seeing who can speak my language and who I will want to work with in the game, who I can kind of trust and know that they understand what I'm doing. I usually start off by trying to communicate to the team through picks and kind of see what they're thinking for the game. Your first and second picks are going to kind of tell where the direction of the game goes, and that's for both sides. So you're going to want to see what they pick first, kind of go from there, see if you can get any sort of small advantage from their first or second picks, kind of counter them, kind of play to their weaknesses. Also a huge part is be versatile in your play. You don't need to pick one hero or one position to do well, and we'll kind of get into that later on. My kind of take on raising MMR is to master 3 to 4 different heroes and go from there, because you'll be able to really play them to the limit, know what they can do exactly and not get caught out, know how to take a team fight properly with what the hero can do with what items. Also, for anyone who's under really the 5K, 5.5K bracket, I really don't think that meta picks matter. Anything can win any game if you know how to play it correctly, which is why I want you to master 3 to 4 different heroes. If you know how to play whether it's Earthshaker or Centaur really well, it's going to beat someone who is not as experienced trying to pick a meta hero because other people have said it's good, or other people who are kind of dominating the pub scenes with it. Know how to play each position decently. You run into some players who are only picking, let's say, offlane heroes. There's going to be games where you're going to run into 2 people who only know how to play the offlane. If you can pick a hero or 2 that isn't your desired spot and you can do decently with, you're going to have an advantage of rising in MMR, because say you do run into that position where there's 2 offlaners on your team. You can tell your team, hey, I prefer the offlane, but I can play, let's say, a support or shaker, or I can go mid and do decently well. It'll help kind of add some flexibility to your play and your team's ability to choose heroes. Alright, so we're getting into the picks. You see the first couple picks, you're thinking, who do I pick? What you're going to want to do is talk to your team, see what they can play, what you want to play eventually, and learn for you're going to try to find some hints in what to play. So let's say the enemy first picks the sniper, and they grab a bloodseeker next as well. So whatever position you play, there's always going to be small hints on what to pick, what it's strong against, and really what to do. So let's say for this instance you're the carry. Maybe a smart pick would be the Void. You can get to the sniper easily. You can also chrono to save a teammate who is ruptured, or to if you're ruptured yourself, you can just turn around and chrono the Bloodseeker and lock him down. Let's say you're the offlane. You can certainly roam as a Spirit Breaker. His ulti goes through the BKB that the sniper may pick up or the Bloodseeker may pick up. Also good for roaming and ganking the sniper early game. He really doesn't have any kind of early escape or is very squishy in the beginning. Also, you're going to want to look. Let's say you're the off lane. Maybe they have a Bloodseeker jungle, so they're only going to have one support. You can pick a Clockwork and get greedy because they're only going to have the hard carry and a support in lane, and you can get a little greedy on the Clockwork pick and get those early levels, pick off the support, roam to jungle at level 3 or 4, look for that Bloodseeker. As a mid hero, you're going to maybe look at Storm, maybe Ember Spirit, both good against the Bloodseeker, Rupture, where they can zip in and out and not be affected by that Rupture damage. Also, they have good initiation on Sniper. Just kind of clues to look for when you're offered no kind of, it depends on when you're picking as well, because if you are picking last, let's say your team allows you to take the mid hero last, you're of course going to look for more clues and what to pick, but if you're forced to maybe first or second pick after seeing these two choices, these are the things you're going to want to notice. Maybe a good support here is also Winter Wyvern. You're going to see these are both physical. Winter Wyvern has a great save ability against all physical damage. Also, the ultimate is really good against Bloodseeker. He ruptures someone, they all kind of gank the hero. You're going to ulti and lock that hero down from anywhere from 3 seconds to 4.5, I think. Alright, so you're going to want to learn 3 to 4 different heroes. In this example, I've taken the offlane player, kind of different picks for them to really add some flexibility to what they pick, depending on what the other team is going to play. So as I offered before, the Clockwork is good for kind of weak in-lane supports where you can take advantage. Maybe you see a melee support and a melee carry. Clockwork is good. If you want something a little more defensive, maybe like a Darkseer who has ability to escape, also very strong with the Ion Shell. Maybe a Centaur, a little more tanky. If you can go greedy, let's say they have maybe a jungle Bloodseeker, a jungle Sand King, you can get a little greedy with maybe an Earthshaker play, gain some early levels, rotate mid if you need to, kind of things like that. This offers you to be able to excel in any kind of lineup. So if they do pick a tri-lane, you're comfortable with a Darkseer, and you can get levels where you can play defensive, make sure the enemy carry doesn't farm as well as he's supposed to with a Darkseer pick. If they go ahead and get greedy, you have options as well. So learning 3 to 4 different types of offlaners, of course this is tailored to an offlane, but same thing goes for support or mid. Pick 3 to 4 different types, so where no matter what draft you're playing, you have an ability to do well and know that you're comfortable with a hero and you can dominate that lane, and that you want to have that confidence. So this is the kind of drafting to win aspect. There's always something you can do in every game to win, no matter what. So things to remember: learn 3 to 4 versatile heroes. Pick smart, look for clues where you can. Most of all, have fun, communicate, and work together. Nothing is better than a good team that works together on smoke ganks, warding, everything. When it comes together, it's nice. Hopefully you guys learned something. These are my Shameless plugs. I have Twitter here, and I'm always streaming my games. Twitch.tv/thebengermangaming. Hopefully see some of you on there. Thank you. Bye.